right, Mad Cat here with Steve. Just after oh my God, an emotional match. Why do we say that? First off, the first half, it seemed like it was boring as could be.
Yeah,
it was just nothing eventful, really. In the
it
first
wasn't
half.
eventful. Only 5 shots on goal.
For both sides. For both sides, one shot on target, and as it turned out, it was really uneventful.
I know.
For the most part, in the first half of play. However, in the second half,
oh boy, the second half was something.
Oh my God, things kicked off though in the 49th minute of play. A couple substitutions, obviously for Detroit City and Charleston, respectively, going into the second half. Elvis Amo comes in for James Murphy in the 46th minute, who, by the way, got a yellow card. However, that's not his 10th. USL somehow, some way took that 10th one away, or took that 8th one or whatever it is. They took because he was a good boy for 3 games.
Yeah,
so
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently he's not. He's going to be eligible for the next match. So no worries there.
Okay.
So Murphy does go out in the at the beginning of the half, and also Aaron Malloy joins the fray in the 46th minute.
Oh boy.
3 minutes later, Stephen Carroll.
Oh man.
Stephen Carroll got the goal.
That was a roller coaster ride.
Alan over there to say it was a roller coaster ride. Stephen Carroll with the goal in the 49th minute to put Detroit City up by a score of 1-0.
What a way to celebrate. You're going to stay with the team for a maximum of 3 years. Player option 2027 at the new Corktown Stadium. And he had a great header, and what a way to celebrate.
Yes, and it seemed like for a while there, the momentum was building. It was going good for Detroit City at that point.
In the
57th minute.
57th minute, yeah.
Connor Rutz on a attack. Deserved red card.
50-50. I'm going to say he was just trying to go for a loose ball, then collide into the goaltender. That's something in hockey we call goaltender interference, and it's 50-50. You know what I mean? You would get a penalty in it, but the severity of it,
Yeah, I personally thought it was a deserved call. I mean, you hate to have that happen at that point because, I mean, City with all the momentum at that point. I mean, they were on their way, possibly maybe a 3-point effort there. And then it seemed like after that, it seemed like the wheels started falling apart a little bit for Detroit City.
Oh my, because there was a great rush attack by Charleston. They were trying to defend it, and somehow 2 hills collide, and all of a sudden, we got a yellow card, and
Elvis Amo, or not Elvis Amo, but Lejope.
Oh yeah,
ran into a Charleston attacker and inside the box. Needless to say, got called.
Yeah, and there was a lot of pushing and shoving, and
my
God!
Prior to that, I mean, and they were called. There was a call earlier before that in which City player got got tackled.
But no card.
No call there. And then a couple minutes later, I thought it was soft personally because I think it was 2 guys colliding together. Personally, it was soft. However,
guess who got the PK on the spot guy?
Yep. Nick Marcanic goes to the spot, notches his 28th goal on the year. We're tied at 1 apiece.
New record still. Every goal he gets, 28 goals.
CD Castellan's going to be in for a good player coming next year. So, Devin Amumensa got a card for dissent in the 72nd minute of play. A couple more subs on that, and then Stephen Rutz, or a couple more subs after that. Aaron Malloy, hard tackle on Maxi Rodriguez in the 82nd minute. Should that have been a red card?
I would say yes. honestly, he swept behind the leg. You know what I mean? It's just like, honestly, you know what I mean? He's just getting the ball out of bounds, getting Detroit. Yeah, a little uncalled for, but yeah, he escaped right.
You look at the video. I looked at the video after that, and yeah, it's sweep the leg, Cobra Kai, whatever. But
Cobra Kai, yeah.
I don't think spikes were up. That's probably why he ended up getting the yellow instead of the red. So that might have been a factor on that. However, though, that was a penalty that was a call that needed to be made.
Yeah.
Either way, would have been a red card, yellow card, whatever it was.
Okay.
Minutes later, Juan Torres put Charleston in the lead.
Yeah, and all hope was lost. I said, all right, there it is. That's it.
Yep. Maxey gets a card in the 90th minute. And then at that point, we thought...
That was it. We were preparing for the post show, and I said, okay, after the post show, I'm going home and all that. And
a late sub came in for Detroit City.
And something miraculous happened.
I'll hold you to that thought.
Okay.
Late sub comes in the 90th minute of play. Lauren Kisiedu comes into the fray, and then minutes later, I mean, this was close to stoppage time when he came in. Mm-hmm. Minutes later, puts in a goal to even things up, and this place went nuts.
Oh yeah. It's the expected miracle. You know, this is what the best part of soccer is. You're hoping things are down, we're not going to get points and all that. And all of a sudden, a miracle happened. Exactly. A miracle happened. Sort of like the miracle of Joey Ramone. You two songs. I like the Ramones. They're one of my top 3 bands, for God's sake. But yeah, it was a miraculous miracle, low, and he scored, bang, bang.
Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. And
thank you,
yeah, it was, and then after that, the vibe started to get a little bit better in here. But the fact was too that, I mean, after that goal, a couple other instances. I think Jake, or trying to think who else came in. Ryan Williams came in for hobbled Alex Villanueva later in the match. Lots of stoppage time, a minimum of 7 minutes, which was extended to about 11.
12 minutes.
Yeah, 12 minutes of stoppage time. Nonetheless, Detroit City come back from a 2-1 deficit, even things up, draw it 2. They gain a point today.
Yeah, it's now 3 points over Tampa Bay, who's playing Louisville tonight, who could clinch the Supporters' Shield and the Eastern Conference and the whole ball of wax.
And we will go over that after later on here in After Hours.
Oh yeah, I forgot about After Hours.
Yeah, we are on After Hours, as a matter of fact. But yeah, we'll go over that a little later on. With the scores throughout the league. Lots of stuff going on tonight. There's another game coming up as of recording this.
Okay.
At top of the hour. Lots of implication on that one. 2 more points can drop off that magic number. So City did not clinch today.
No,
they did not clinch the playoff spot.
We had to win or something that he would.
What ended up? What would realistically? City would have won. It was done.
Yeah.
We would be in the playoffs. However, with the draw today, that magic number could either drop now to 3, maybe 4, depending on the result tonight between Hartford and Loudoun.
Okay.
So that score we'll go over, and then we'll assess we'll figure out the magic number at that point.
Okay.
But like I said, it was just ups and downs.
Oh, tell me about it.
Overall, your thoughts on, I mean, the entire match in general. I mean, how do you think Detroit City looked overall?
I think Detroit City came out as low in the second half. We mentioned the first half was a nothing burger, you know what I mean? And then when Stephen Carroll hit the header, we were good. But honestly, everybody was getting yellow cards. Sort of like, you get a yellow card, you get a yellow card, you get a goaltender assault, you get a red. Goodbye for the next game against Indianapolis. And so it was a little out of control. You know what I mean? After that red card, and oh my God, everybody was just
I thought that momentum changed after the red card. Personally, I really did, because
it did.
City was on a high. They were defending well. They were, getting their opportunities when they can, and then all of a sudden you see Rutz go after the goalkeeper, and it was like all momentum was lost there.
Oh, yeah.
So,
And then you have to play 10 down with a half hour left.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and Charleston was going to. It was like you had the feeling that Charleston was going to bite you when they did, and that's when the penalty happened.
Yeah,
and
the penalty kick.
Torres' goal happened, and you were thinking you were going to come out of there. All of a sudden, we lose a point.
I know, but
We lose 2 points.
Yeah, but to quote the late great Gorilla Monsoon, the wrestler turned announcer, they didn't get the job done. Nope, they didn't get the job done thanks to that miracle near the injury time.
Gritty, Detroit City.
Yes, very much. Yes.
Yep. I mean that's the understatement. I feel because when the team was down, you're down a man, you're down a point or down a goal. They had the fortitude to come back, answer Torres' goal, and then hold on to win the ball, hold on to win the game, or hold on to draw the game and get the point. And grant you, was I expecting 3 points out of Charleston?
No, I don't think so. Because Patriot Point is a tough place to play. Only one team to have done the trick.
Second team.
Yes.
Or second team to at least draw there this year. There's only been one team that's won there this year.
El Paso Locomotive, who is trying to fight for a playoff spot.
In the pillow fight known as the Western Conference.
Yeah, I know that, yeah.
Shout out Mike Watts.
Yeah, and it's a very tough place to play. You know, they got great support. Everybody's seen this Nicky Marcanek kid who's going to play in the second division next year.
In Little League, yep.
Yeah, you're right. And, oh, my God, you know what I mean? So
one team that did beat them there, Phoenix Rising, championship game last year.
Championship, last game, that was a really good game. Charlotte almost had a minute to hang on to the cup, and then they lost it in regulation, and they went for a really great draw, and then penalty kick. They were ahead on penalty kick, but then the pendulum went the other way, you know what I mean?
Yep. All right, let's go over the top stats right here, or the stats for the match here. 9 shots for Detroit City compared to 11 for Charleston Battery. Charleston had more shots on target. It was 4-3, so it was pretty evenly matched there. The passing, they had the control of the ball most of the game. 66-34 between the two clubs. There.
And most of the time when you have more passing control and possession, 9 times out of 10, you win the game.
But 9 times out of 10, lately with Detroit City, you go on the counterattack, you end up winning games like that. So this was easily a game that could have been won for Detroit City right there. So
how many fouls were committed in the game? There were a lot. Everybody
18 for Detroit City. 9 were committed for Charleston Battery.
Do you think the referee was picking on Detroit City because
maybe after the yellow card, maybe after the red? And I think there was a lot of. You don't want to delve into that even more because you don't want to start sitting there blaming the refs for everything. You got to play the game no matter what. Yeah. No matter what, you got to still play the game regardless. Okay. But I think the refs, towards the like after the red card, it seemed like the advantage was more Charleston's as far as getting the cards go. Yeah. I think it stopped when Aaron Malloy swept the leg on Maxi Rodriguez.
And it wasn't a red.
Yeah.
It wasn't a red. Why? I don't know.
It should have been. May have been, but shots, go down to the shot chart there. 4 shots off target, 3 shots on target inside the 18 there. 4 block shots as far as Detroit City goes, and 2 on the other side for Charleston. Nothing hit the woodwork.
No.
A lot of shots, 5 shots outside the box for Detroit, 6 shots out inside the box for Detroit City.
And there were no screaming goals like last week with Ben Morris, right?
No. But bottom line is gritty Detroit City. They found a way to get the point. They move on. We got a game against Indy 11 next week at Keyworth Stadium.
Yeah, like I said, this has been fun, Matt Cat. Thank you very much for inviting me to the post show. You know me,
Yep.
you see my face. And by the way, my name is Steve. By the way,
Hamtramck Steve, you find him all. He's on Facebook. He's on your. What's your Twitter?
I don't go to Twitter, but
Okay.
my Instagram is Steve O Grind 73.
You want to find out anything that's going on
Yeah.
locally, music wise. This
I-
guy knows everything.
And I do have a Facebook page, my regular name,
Yep.
Steve Pauly Suffolk. So you'll find it. But sometimes I'm selected with my friends.
Anything that goes on music wise in Detroit, he's on it. He's on it like flies on you know what.
It's going freaking down. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna show some highlights of the game.
I don't. If we can, maybe.
Okay. If not, let's fast forward 6 hours ahead for you got the what happened tonight and how it go out.
All right, one game going on right behind me. Orange County just scored, but needless to say, that doesn't affect what's going on in the Eastern Conference. So, kind of a brief scoreboard, catching up on what's going on in the Eastern Conference. So, let's get right into it. First off, there was the battle in which Detroit City would have their attention on. Loudoun United versus Hartford Athletic. Had Detroit City pulled off the victory today, that would have put a damper on, or that would have clinched the playoff spot. However, 2 points were dropped by the Athletic this afternoon, or this evening, as at home, nonetheless. Keegan Tingy in the 74th minute on a penalty opened up the scoring for Loudoun United, and Wesley Liggett in the 83rd minute of play. Your goal scorers for Loudoun United. They come away with a 2-0 victory. The Lipa FC took place tonight as well, between Louisville City and Indy 11 over at Carroll Track and Field Stadium. First goal of the night came by Amadou Dia in the 12th minute for Lou City. Augustine Williams would answer back in stoppage, third minute of stoppage time in the first half, even things up at 1 apiece. And then Augustine Williams put Indy 11 in the lead in the 68th minute of play. It was 2-1 at that point, but Jake Morris breaks the hearts of the Brickyard Battalion down at Carroll Stadium tonight. A goal in stoppage time in the 94th minute. So Lou City and Indy 11 play to a 2-2 draw. Domination down in Miami tonight by Pittsburgh. Burton Jackson got the hat trick tonight with goals in the 42nd minute, 51st minute, and the 75th minute of play. Edward Kizza got one in the 58th minute for Pittsburgh. They just ransacked Miami SC tonight by a score of 4-0 down at Pitbull Stadium. Another game a lot of us paid attention to tonight. It was Rhode Island hosting Tampa Bay. Rhode Island with the score. Zachary Haribo in the 21st minute opened up the scoring for Rhode Island. Noah Fusion in the 69th minute put them up 2-0. Manuel Arteaga tried to get them closer in the 71st minute, and then J.J. Williams closed out the scoring in the 85th minute. Big 3-1 victory there for Rhode Island FC in that dogfight there, right in the 4, 5, and 6 positions of the Eastern Conference. And 3 other scores to tell you about. Memphis and Oakland Roots drew 1 apiece. El Paso beat a 10-man FC Tulsa by a score of
1-0, and San Antonio on an own goal in the 89th minute by Jared Timmer of Sac Republic, come away with that victory down at Toyota Field. So, as I mentioned, the game that's going on behind me right now, no significance. So let's stop it right there with the Western Conference pillow fight. I don't care about the Western Conference pillow fight at this point. Yesterday, that was another Western Conference story. We don't care. I'm focusing in on the East. I'm focusing in on the dog fight in the Eastern Conference right at this very moment. And let's go to that right now. Lou City up. They're all but assured of getting the Players' Shield. They're at 69 points, 9 points up on the Charleston Battery. Detroit City sitting in third with 49 points, 3 points ahead of Tampa Bay, Rhode Island. Their battle there for the 4th and 5th spot. I believe Tampa Bay has the according to this is a FOTMOP thing. I'm sure something else is as far as the head-to-heads go. I think the head-to-head now would probably show Tampa Bay dropping below after that victory tonight by Rhode Island. But Indy 11 sits in the 6th spot with the draw tonight in the Lipa FC. Birmingham Legion is in 7th spot at 42 points. Loudon moves into the 8th spot tonight, or with that victory. 41 points. Pittsburgh 2 points behind at 39. The loss dropped Hartford to 10th in the Eastern Conference at 37 points. And North Carolina FC sitting at 36 points in the Eastern Conference. Taking a look to see what we have tomorrow. Birmingham Legion takes on North Carolina FC. That's a 6 o'clock game as well. So now the scenario is for Detroit City, when you're in next week, when we take on Indy 11. That's a 4 o'clock kickoff. Get your tickets at the usual places, Detroit City Store for discounted tickets up until Friday, I believe. That's over in Capitol Park. SeatGeek.com as well to get your tickets there for that match. Like I said, at this point now, when you're in. I believe the magic number now has been reduced to 2 based on the results from tonight. Obviously, the 1-1 draw or the 2-2 draw in Charleston today, coupled with the win by Loudon this evening. So that's it. That's all. So musings later on in the week, of course. We'll just break it all down as we go along. And I want to give a shout out to the guys over at Bad Assets. Communicating with this week. I've been using their theme song a lot, with the musings and all that stuff. And I am very grateful to be using your music. Great band. Check them out. They're on Bandcamp. They wrote a couple city anthems back in the day. I'm sure you've heard them on various podcasts throughout the 451 genre and all that stuff. So good band. Sounds like a good band, good punk rock band, and I'm happy and proud and honored to be using their song Match Day as the theme song for the musings every week. So shout out to them, and thank you for letting me use your music. Other than that, we'll meet again on Wednesday for the musings and get you up to speed as far as what's going on with the playoff race and whatnot. And we will talk to you then. Until then, keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the galaxy.